My YouTube page changed. How confusing. Does a website ever change, and after it's changed you think, wow, it's so much better than it used to be? Isn't it always, man, why couldn't they have left it alone? Speaking of that, I got on the new MySpace yesterday. Oh, before I forget, this is the 1991 shirt, and you can tell because the horse has 1991 on him. There it is. Get my hair out of the way. I forgot to show you yesterday's in 1989, but who cares? This is one of the few Rain Spooner shirts where it's actually printed. It's not printed inside out, so you can barely tell. What is it they said in TV? You can't wear white because it messes up the white balance. This is a predominantly white shirt. And it, I don't know, look about as awful as I normally do. Something on my laptop is eating up a CPU. Why is it always a product my company makes? Hopefully by the time I show up tomorrow, that'll be over, whatever it's doing. Anyway, it's Thursday, 6:31 p.m. Oh, so late. 38 degrees. The temperature steadily got warmer during the night, which is always weird. So by the time I took the garbage out late at night, it was in the 40s. I woke up, it's in the 40s. So, no coat day. Of course, it's supposed to get cold. It's supposed to snow. Maybe. Enough snow to actually make a difference. We shall see. But none of that's supposed to start for maybe another 24 hours. Snow on Friday, snow on Saturday, snow on Sunday. Probably. They like to leave themselves some wiggle room. So it's only an 80% chance that it's going to snow. But whether it's going to snow a measurable amount or not, don't know. Hopefully just enough to mess up the roads, right? Make driving no fun at all. So anyway, I always wanted to get on the new MySpace as soon as I could. Then I realized that some band had already taken the CRZ username, so I was not going to get it no matter what. I did get CZ, which is like, shorter is probably better. Right now, you could get W, just W. Z was taken. So I'd really like for the W message board to get on there. And then it could be newmyspace.com/W. But actually, somebody's probably taken it by now, right? I don't know how quickly they're doling out invites. I'm a little surprised I got an invite, but I think I signed up for an invite pretty quickly. Do you have to be logged in to see it? Maybe it's not working right now. You don't mind if I try to log into MySpace while I talk to you, right? Okay, that's working. So does W exist yet? Nope, it's a 404. Does YOLO exist yet? I almost thought about being YOLO, but it's so stupid. So I went with CZ. Kazin was available, but that's 4 characters, and CZ is 2. And everybody tells you shorter characters is better. The problem with MySpace, the new MySpace, is nobody's on it yet, so I can't really develop a network. Other than my close personal friend Tom, who of course was on there, and my close personal friend Justin Timberlake, who is a co-owner. I'll bet if I got in tight with Justin, he could take CRZ away from that crappy band and give it to me. A band, by the way, which does not have CRZ anywhere in their name, but it's like on Instagram, I am CRZ_, and there was a person in Japan who had CRZ, and they actually had some pretty nice photos and stuff, and then when I wasn't looking, they changed their name, and by the time I figured it out, some girl named Claudia picked it up, and she'll have it forever. What's most aggravating is that there was probably that short window of time where if I'd actually been paying attention, I could have grabbed it, but no, not to be. And now that Instagram actually has user pages, well, I like having that name. It's so stupid. It was just my initials. And I really never used it until I started signing emails. And my name was too freaking long, so it was always And it's mostly Rick's fault that I became CRZ. I wasn't CRZ before I started doing those stuff for Rick and Mike. You know this already, right? That's the long sordid history of my life. God, I don't care about unions in Michigan. Aren't you a representative of Minnesota? Could you talk about Minnesota? Grammy nominations were today. How many did BT get? He got none. Strangely, he didn't tweet about the Grammys as he used to do with such ferocity that it got me to make a smart-ass remark and have him block me forever. You're lost, BT. Actually, it was the best thing he could have done, because when I go to check out his tweet stream to see what I'm missing, my head explodes at the crap he puts out. Oh, it's just terrible. How can someone who did such great music and still does pretty good music, there must be like that part of your brain. It also causes you to make the most pretentious, aggravating tweets. And of course, when you have 10,000 sycophants saying, your every utterance is gold, I could see why you would just keep doing it. Pizza party, that's an email I want to read. I'm going to have pizza on Sunday. Good to know. Hope the Packers win. Speaking of sports teams, yeah, back under 500 again. The Celtics are old, but they had more rest. Timberwolves were playing the back end of a back-and-back. Back-to-back. Despite that, they still had a lead at halftime. It was a 4-point lead, but it was a lead nonetheless. But in the third quarter, by the time it was over, they were down about 10, and there was no coming back in the fourth quarter. So Kevin Love did get his double-double, and I did tweet it, and I'm sure you were waiting with bated breath to see that tweet. And you got it. My close personal friend, Georgia Moroder, talks to me on Facebook often. I think that's just great that a hero of mine, who is well over 70, I believe, close to 70? I should know this, right? Actually, he just had his 70th birthday, right? There was a big deal about it, so. Anyway, he's on Facebook, and it just tickles me how much time he spends on Facebook and actually responding to people and liking things that people say. And how cool is that? How cool is that for a 72-year-old father of bubblegum, disco, awesome music? He's also putting stuff up on SoundCloud. I think it's stuff that he is lifting from other people who have appropriated his work. So he's kind of taking it back, and he's putting it out there. Now 638. Thank you, Taco Bell Bong. So these people who essentially stole his music and put it out there on the internet, he stole it from them and is sharing it with the world, which is an awesome thing. Because really, you know, if you're 72, how much more money do you need? It's so much better than like going through and suing everybody. And yet, he's still got some masters and multi-tracks. This week he's posted some multi-tracks from E = MC squared, and it's just... And especially considering it's from 1979, some of that stuff, I wish I could do that. I wish I had the time to do that. Instead, I'm here at work. Not even working, I'm talking to you. Was there anything else I needed to talk about today? Well, I didn't need to talk about anything. Let's go to the W and see if anybody said anything. That YouTube page freaks me out. It's like you're used to seeing a certain thing, and then one day, and then the next day, it just... And I'm sure they announced they were going to change it. That reminds me. Facebook is going to change something, and everybody's really up in arms about that, but I haven't bothered to go check. Maybe everyone will get pissed off and join the new MySpace. I'd love to get some invites. Greg says on the W, Pringles rap was outstanding. You should do more. Thank you. Then discuss Wolves Celtics, please. Celtics won. Is that what you want to say? The Celtics were the better team yesterday. Hooray, hooray for the MFN Celtics. When the Timberwolves are healthy, Ricky Rubio's got to be coming back soon. Andrei Kirilenko got to be coming back soon. Brandon Roy got to retire. Well, I don't know. Maybe he'll come back soon. I don't know. Chase Budinger, March, April. And then, boy, Then we'll see what happens when the Wolves play the Celtics. Actually, are there any more Wolves-Celtics games this year? I see I'm going over now. All right, so we had Boston. There's a boss. Are there any more bosses? No. Don't see it there. They would have to come here for a game, though, right? April 1st. April Fools. That should be pretty good. By April 1st, we should know who's healthy and who isn't. Then we'll be ready to see what happens at the Target Center, where everyone's loud and proud. This is my Still Pacific button. I didn't show you my Wolves buttons the past couple of days either, but I did wear them. But my time is long gone. So I'm going to go watch Arzu and Dave do the DJ thing tonight. That should be exciting. If you're stalking me, try to figure out where I am. Here's a hint. I always check in on Facebook. It's pretty easy to find at crz.net. Do not take this as an invitation to find me, however, because I will just stare at you like, really? Really? I'm CRZ, and you're who you are. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow when we'll close out the big week, where we'll finally have a Wolves game at home for me to go to. I'm sure that'll be all I talk about. Nah, probably not. We'll see. Cheers.